Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got 4 sunflower projects to share with you. I am starting with this adorable cowboy hat. This is decoupage with fabric. I'm just cutting out my sunflower design from 100% cotton fabric, doing a little fussy cutting here, and I'm going to use the Mod Podge multi-surface formula. You could also use the fabric formula. So I'm adding the multi-surface to the back of the fabric, and then I'm just placing the fabric on the cowboy hat. Now I get asked many times about where I get these cowboy hats. You can order them online in bulk. So if you're doing like a girls' night or a weekend or a reunion or something like that, you could get a bunch of matching ones. This particular one I did pick up at Hobby Lobby. So you can see I went in there and I cut a few slits into my cutout fabric. That's just so that it will smoothly go over those ridges and seams. And then yes, I am cleaning my scissors right away. Here you can see I'm using a smaller piece, so it looks like the sunflower is just sort of going off of the brim of the hat. So it's really that easy just to glue your pieces down. You're going to continue adding all of your sunflowers to the hat until you are satisfied with your design. This looks really cool with roses fabric, but you could do anything. You love Mickey Mouse, cut out little Mickey Mouses. It's just a really fun way to make a decorative cowboy hat. Now you're going to want to top coat those. This is that same formula, and I'm using a brush there just to brush that on the top, and that's going to really seal those flowers down. Again, this was 100% cotton fabric. Now let's trick that out. I've got some velvet ribbon, gorgeous brown velvet. I'm going to just hot glue that down. That's one of my Mod Podge finger caps so I don't burn my finger. And then we're going to add a cute button detail. This is just a sunflower button that I picked up at the craft store, and I cut the back of it off. And I'm going to just glue that down in the center. Look how adorable this turns out. All right. Let's get ready for our next project. That is our napkin decoupage bottles. This time I'm using some sunflower napkins. First step is that you're going to paint your recycled bottle white with chalk paint. Then I'm separating the plies of the napkin. I'm only using the top printed ply. Once you have your napkin prepped out, you are ready to proceed. Now for this project, I'm going to spritz my napkin with some water. That's going to help it when I put it on the bottle to remove the wrinkles. There's my dried bottle. Again, that's the Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint on there. You can use gloss, matte, or satin Mod Podge for this project, depending upon what you prefer. So here I'm just going to brush on the Mod Podge. I'm using the satin formula. I'm brushing it on half of the bottle. I like to do this in stages. So I'm going to brush that on. Then I'm going to spritz my napkin a little bit, just a light mist, and that really helps with wrinkles and it makes it very workable. Go ahead and place that down onto the bottle. See how I have enough time to really move it around and get it into position. Now for this, I'm going to do some cork lights in this. So I painted it white so that the colors of the napkin pop through and you can really see that there. If I did not paint it white and it was a clear bottle, it would look more like stained glass. So it's really just a personal preference, whatever you prefer. I'm going to add some more Mod Podge, and then I'm just wrapping those sides of the napkins around to the back side. I'll add a little bit more and seal them up so that they meet up. Sometimes you have to piece napkins together, and that's fine too. Every napkin is a little bit different. Go ahead and get that sealed up. And then you're just going to add Mod Podge to the bottom and wrap the rest of the napkin around there. If I'm giving these as gifts, I usually add a little felt circle on the bottom or a cardboard circle just to finish it off. And then again, you're going to wrap that napkin around the neck and just Mod Podge that down with more Mod Podge. Once this was completely dry, after about 20 minutes, I did do a top coat on the whole thing just to seal it down. And I added some twine around the neck and of course those cork lights. Look how cute that turns out. So simple with just a napkin and an old bottle. Next up is our pizza pan wreaths. These are Dollar Tree pizza pans, one of my favorite ways to make wall decor. Grab your pizza pan. We're gonna paint it with that Folkart Home Decor chalk. This is napkin decoupage again, and this time I'm using the outdoor formula of Mod Podge to make it very sturdy. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint up my pieces. I'm painting my wood letters, the Welcome Home, with a blue that coordinates to my napkin color. I love that blue. And then we're gonna go ahead and separate the plies of the napkin. Now this napkin's not an all over print, so I wanna cut out my napkin and I'm using some water on a paintbrush to create that feathered edge there. So you can see that I am just tearing the edge to create a feathered edge. And then that's gonna go all the way around my painted pizza pan. All right, now that I have the design set, let's go ahead and get this designed. We're gonna add our Welcome Home. I'm just gluing that down. And then I'm gonna use the outdoor Mod Podge formula to go ahead and put down our napkin pieces. So I'm adding the Mod Podge directly to the painted surface. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just layer the napkin pieces down. I love this print. It's got a little bit of the pinks and the blues going in. I'm just using my finger to smooth it. And then I'm just gonna wrap those pieces around to the back side. Let's go ahead and continue on with the rest of the napkin pieces. You can see that I'm top coating as I go. Go ahead and fill in a little bit more. You could do this reverse if you wanted to add all the napkins first. I went ahead and did my letters down first so that they would really pop with the white behind them. And then I'm just adding my napkins around the letters. It's just a personal preference, so whatever is your favorite crafting style, just do that. I'm going to continue on adding all of the different pieces. You can see that you can really just layer them up. You don't have to be super particular when you have these all over printed styles. A lot of people ask me where I get napkins, and I do look for them all the time, and there's lots of different trading groups on eBay and on Etsy. You can see I'm just Mod Podging it to the back side there. That'll give us a nice fresh edge. And then we're just gonna top coat. This is with that outdoor formula because I wanted this to be pretty sturdy, to be wipeable, dust-free, that type of thing. All right, let's add some decorations. You know I love my bows, so let's add a bow. I'm adding just a little bit of floral detail to the bow, and then of course a nice big giant sunflower in the center, and then we can attach the whole thing to our wreath. I just love how this turned out. It's really cute with the sunflower design, but of course you could do this with poinsettia napkins or haunted Halloween napkins. It's really endless. My last sunflower project is these sunflower tumblers, and for these I'm using scrapbook paper. The first step is to use rubbing alcohol and clean the entire outside of your tumbler. You can pick up these tumblers, tumbler blanks I should say, at any craft store. Then I'm just gonna fussy cut out my sunflowers from the paper. I am using a specialty formula of Mod Podge. This is the multi-surface. So I'm gonna roll that just to get that mixed up. And then we're going to be applying the multi-surface, it's called Mod Podge Multi, to the back of the paper. This is dishwasher friendly, although I do hand wash these, especially since they're too tall for my upper rack of the dishwasher. So you're gonna go ahead and just put each of the pieces of paper down, kind of like a decal. We're just adding the multi Mod Podge to the back of the paper and putting them then directly onto the tumbler. And remember, I did clean that tumbler with the alcohol, and that's very important that this is grease-free in order for these to really stick. I'm gonna go ahead and press those down. Sometimes on those curves there, you're gonna need to go in and do a little bit of a clip here and there, just so that the paper can overlap a tiny bit and make it up the different curved surfaces, similar to what I did in the cowboy hat if you watched that project. Then go ahead and press those down, really making sure those edges are sealed. Then you're gonna top coat the entire thing 3 times, 1, 2, 3 times with the Mod Podge. Again, this is the multi-surface Mod Podge, and you can see that I'm going in the same direction. I'm trying to do nice even brush strokes up and down. I just love how this sunflowers looks on this nice bright white. Remember, make sure you do all those top coats. Look how adorable this turns out. So fun. All right, now let me show you how I made that little cute charm. I'm using some charms, some sunflower charms that I got at the craft store. I'm attaching them to a little bit of chain. You could spell out a name if you wanted to make it personalized with some letter charms. Really, it's endless. This is just a fun little extra add-on for this. Thanks so much for joining me today for these 4 sunflower projects. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to see more fun, crafty content. I'll be back here with another fun project to share with you.